Homework for your children that are in 4th or 5th grade and above. Again, homework should not be a terrible time in your house. And again, I'm videoing this on my own, and the dog has decided to play with the squeaky toy, and I can't make it stop, so I do apologize. But homework should not be an awful period of time in your house. It should not disrupt the peace of your house at the end of a day. It should be a time of coming home and love and dealing with whatever has to be dealt with. But it should not be a terrible time. So for our students who are 4th or 5th grade, we're going to do exactly step 1, the same thing we did for our children under 4th grade. You're going to contact your teacher, child's teacher, and you're going to ask, how much time should my child be spending on the math homework, on the social studies homework, on the science homework, on the reading homework? And what you're going to do to help build independence and self-advocating skills is you're going to talk to your child, because now our children are a little bit more reasonable. You can talk to them. And if you say you're going to do something, you're going to follow through. You're going to share with your child that you spoke to his or her teacher, and that for math, they should be working on math no more than 20 minutes. And you're going to take that timer, and you're going to set that timer for 10 minutes. And you're going to let your child work on his or her math homework for 10 minutes. And as your child goes through in teaching self-advocacy skills, if they get stuck, they are to write a note. I did not know what to do with the 3 next. I don't know if I need to multiply or divide. That's really important because it's feedback for the teacher, so he or she can address that with your child. And it's allowing your child to share that I need help. When the timer dings for 10 minutes, after 10 minutes, if your child needs assistance, you'll work with your child. And you're going to make sure your handwriting is evident compared to your child's handwriting. And if you can help your child with the math homework, because the Common Core math can be very challenging from the way we learned it, you're going to do what you can to help your child. But at the end of that 10 minutes, you're done. You're done. And you're going to send an email to your child's teacher explaining that Mary worked on homework for 20 minutes. She did 10 minutes on her own. She wrote where she needed assistance. I worked with her for the last 10 minutes, and at the end of 20 minutes, we stopped. You're going to send that email because you're starting that paper trail. You're going to take your cell phone. You're going to scan it or take a picture of it, and you're going to put it in a file, right? We're always going to be organized. For reading homework, because now the students are in school to read to learn. You are going to set that timer again, and you're going to let your child work on that. If your child shares with you that he or she is having difficulty reading the text, you want to make a note of that. You want to make a note that your child's having difficulty reading the text. If your child's having difficulty reading a question and finding supporting evidence in the text, that's something you have to note as well. At the end of 20 minutes, if it is something that the student can produce, you want to take a picture of it or scan it and save it. But you're also emailing the teacher about that. Do the same thing for all of the subjects. You're creating a paper trail and you're collecting data. You are writing down notes of your observations of your child. Lastly, 4th grade on, I recommend you go get a book, a really great chapter book, and the 2 of you read it, right? Reading builds fluency, it builds word recognition, and it's a really nice time. You can have like a little book club. There are so many great books out there. If you need a recommendation for a book, let me know. I've read a lot of them. They're great. So I hope you find this helpful, right? Collecting data, communicating with the school. That's what you're going to do. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, email me. Again, it's going to be somewhere. You'll find it. Email me, ask me, and I'd be glad to help. Have a great day, and we're always moving forward.